Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the rarest personality types out there, INFJ. Maybe you're an INFJ yourself, or you're just curious if someone around you has these traits. In this video, we'll break down the key characteristics of INFJs with both scientific explanations and my own personal experiences. Let's see how many of these resonate with you, feeling like you're on a different frequency. INFJs often feel like they're on a totally different wavelength from everyone else. While most people are tuned into one channel, INFJs seem to be broadcasting on another. This comes from their dominant cognitive function, introverted intuition. Their brain picks up on patterns subconsciously, analyzing things before they even realize it. Ever predicted what someone was going to do or how they were feeling without knowing why? That's me at work. From my own experience, I get a gut feeling about people when I first meet them. I can sense their energy, their intentions, or even their mood without them saying a word. It's a useful skill, but it can also lead to misunderstandings because not everyone thinks that deeply about things. Scientists say this could be linked to mirror neurons, which help us empathize with others. INFJs may have a more active mirror neuron system, making them highly attuned to emotions on a biological level. Perfectionism and procrastination. One of the biggest struggles for INFJs is perfectionism. Studies show that perfectionists tend to procrastinate because they overthink every detail, fearing they won't get it just right. INFJs who want to do things perfectly often struggle to even get started. For example, when making this video, I kept thinking, how do I explain this in the best way possible? I changed my plan multiple times before realizing that perfection is an illusion. The key is to just start and improve along the way. Psychologists suggest that this tendency to overanalyze is linked to an overactive prefrontal cortex, which can sometimes trick our brains into thinking too much before taking action. Appreciation for beauty and quality. INFJs have a deep appreciation for beauty, not just in a visual sense, but in a soulful, meaningful way. They often lean toward minimalism, preferring a few high-quality sentimental items over a bunch of clutter. Studies in psychology show that people with heightened sensory sensitivity are more drawn to aesthetics. For INFJs, beauty isn't just about appearance. It's about inner peace. Brain imaging studies even show that highly aesthetic sensitive individuals experience increased brain activity when looking at art. So if you're an INFJ who's deeply moved by beautiful things, there's actually science behind it. That magnetic aura. Tell me if this has happened to you. You're sitting at a cafe, minding your business, when suddenly a complete stranger starts pouring out their life story to you. Sound familiar? Welcome to the INFJ experience. People naturally open up to INFJs. It's like they give off a safe space vibe, making others feel comfortable enough to share their deepest thoughts. Brain scans show that highly empathetic people actually experience other people's emotions as if they were their own. Scientists believe this is linked to oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which INFJs may produce in higher amounts, making them natural confidants. Absorbing other people's emotions. If there's tension in a room, an INFJ will feel it deep in their bones. Social psychology studies show that some people absorb the emotional atmosphere around them like a sponge. INFJs are a prime example. For me, I can walk into a space and immediately sense the vibe. If someone is upset, I can almost feel their sadness within myself. It's a great skill for understanding people, but it can also be draining. Neuroscientists suggest this could be linked to the limbic system, which processes emotions, making INFJs more prone to internalizing other people's feelings without meaning to, seeking deep, meaningful connections. INFJs don't do shallow relationships, they crave deep, meaningful bonds. This is why they may have a small circle of friends, but those friendships are incredibly strong. Studies show that meaningful friendships have a major impact on mental well-being. So while INFJs may not have a huge social network, the few people they let in truly matter. Sensitivity to conflict. Brain research has shown that emotionally sensitive individuals have a heightened stress response to conflict. INFJs, who thrive on inner peace, often struggle with confrontation. But over time, they learn to set boundaries and stand up for themselves. I used to avoid conflict at all costs, but I've learned that sometimes saying no and protecting my own peace is just as important as maintaining harmony. If you're an INFJ, remember, it's okay to stand your ground. I could go on, but let's pause here. If you resonated with most of these traits, you might just be an INFJ. What do you think? How many of these apply to you? Let's talk in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.